Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play GearCity with me, Alpha Pi Omega and Republic Motors. So in the last episode we have done a couple of things that are quite important to mention. First of all, we have designed two new chassis, Samson 2 and Spine. They're based on the latest technology that we have acquired, which is the frame type backbone, which should finally phase out the very old ladder frame that we have been using for over a decade now. So I'm hoping that these two will bring new generation of cars to us. We also designed a new engine called Spark Mark III, which is an updated supercharged SOHC gasoline two-cylinder engine, which is a way better power and not smoothness, but way better reliability rating than the original. Wait, I'm comparing it to a wrong engine, god damn it. So there's better power, worse fuel economy, but better smoothness and better reliability than the original one that we had. It's actually kind of interesting. This one was naturally aspirated, so we have the supercharger there for the first time, and we use the SOHC, what are they called, valves? Yes, SOHC valves instead of the F-head valves. So yeah, the engine is about the same, it's slightly wider and has a higher displacement. Has 27 horsepower compared to the 17, and we'll use this to design a third generation of a Natalia. Now I have decided that definitely I'm gonna go with my plan. There will be two Natalias. There will be Natalia Platinum, which will be sold in Europe, in the United States and England, and there will be Natalia Gold, which will be sold in the rest of Europe, wherever we decide to go. So for that, we're gonna need a big factory. I'm not sure where I'm gonna get it. The problem here is that the political situation in Europe is going to get really bad really fast. I think I'm gonna build it in France somewhere, but we are going to see how we're gonna do. The war itself might throw a huge wrench into our plans, so yeah, let's see how that's gonna go. First of all, we are going to check if we are fine. Yes, our cash flow is okay. We spend almost $1 million on taxes, so let's burn another month. Yes, the cash flow is good. And I'm gonna try one more thing that I would like to check with you guys, and that is just a little side project for myself. I found that as a premium brand, we might want to start designing sports cars for ourselves. Now I'm just gonna go check what we could do here with the current situation. We need one that has the highest performance. So the highest performing will be the muscle, which transfers also the most power. So let's just take any pre-designed car, and the specific rating would be 48. Okay, the problem here is the performance and the power. What if we went a bit crazy here? What if we went pardon me, what if we went with the Samson and gave it the locomotive engine, which is made for trucks, and we put in the muscle gearbox? Okay, then its specific rating would be 47, which is way better. The estimated material cost is $2,500, but I think this might be even optimized, so it could be feasible to use an engine like this in a sports car. But we're getting a penalty, too much torque, so I might want to design a slightly better performing engine that would be performing better for that. Because one thing that I rarely got involved in was at the race track, where you can sign up your cars for various races, and if they win, you get performance boosts to sales, and your brand becomes a premium. So it would be kind of cool to see that happening, but for that we would need a whole new engine. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I'm willing to do that now, especially because we have a new line of cars, the New Yorker, on the road. So we're going to see how that happens. So it's been another month, and we are doing good again. Failed our tax audit. A recent tax audit concluded that we cooked the books for some $500,000. The taxman is letting us off the hooks by paying the back taxes and a decent-sized fine. This should come up to $1 million. We've already fired the accounting staff for the error. God damn it. There goes $1 million. Okay, 2 more months and 4 more months before the engine is finished. But I think we'll be able to redesign some of our current cars in 2 more months. Okay, so the cash flow is minus 26,000 and we're paying taxes. Okay, we missed some sales. We're producing way more Natalias than we need. Okay, so I might want to dump down the new competition locations with new competition. Let's actually not do that. We are going to get the new models very soon, so we'll just turn the production down then completely. Okay, so new cash flow is 409,000. We're doing good. And we've finished the research of the Spine and the Samson too. So what we could do here is we could, actually before we do anything, let's check if we can modify something. So we get the Samson and the Spine, which are to be used. Okay, the locomotive engine could be modified for 626,000, which would make it extremely expensive, but it would increase the torque and the power, lower the engine length, and improve the fuel economy. The power would increase by 1, reliability would increase by 2, smoothness would increase by 0. Okay, I actually don't think this is really worth it, 626,000. We might as well just completely redesign it. What about you? The engine would go up by about 300 in cost, and it would improve everything, with the exception of smoothness. Okay, it would cost 600,000. The mileage would get better. What are we using the match for? I think we are using the match for New Yorker and Rudolphs. So if we designed a new line of Rudolphs, we could use a better engine in them. How well? Wait. Modified vehicle Rudolph. Your vehicle, sure. 49 performance and power. So it could use a little boost in power. Question is it worth 600,000? Sure, really tricky. How are we doing? Natalias are making us a huge money. New Yorker, that's fine. Rudolphs are starting to make us money. Victors are making us money, and Vados are making us money. So by increasing the price, we effectively made them all profitable, which is awesome. Gearboxes, however, I might be interested in upgrading those. The fuel saver. I think this one is used in Rudolph's, isn't it? Yeah, in Rudolph's and Natalia's. So we definitely need to upgrade this one, and it's super cheap. The major modification would be 1,215,000. It increases the price, but it lowers the weight and increases the torque that's available. It increases power, fuel, performance, smoothness, reliability, and manufacturing requirements. I don't think we have any other gearbox on the way, don't we? No, we have the Sire 2, which is supposed to be used in Victor and New Yorker. And we have the manual here. Didn't we want to... Oh yeah, we wanted to switch the fuel saver to a manual. So, okay, that's a bad idea. Let's not do that. And the muscle cannot be upgraded. Okay, so we are effectively done with this. So right now we can just wait 2 months for the Spark Mark III and then start redesigning our cars. So that seems like a good idea. So let's go with 2 months here and see what we can do. Okay, we paid our taxes. Yeah, the reserves are getting massive. Hero vehicle sales. We sold almost 7,000 Natalias. We sold almost 1,700 Victors. We sold almost 1,200 Rudolphs and almost 1,200 Vlados. New body type. Touring, Sports and a Roadster. All burn. And we received a new engine and we get quite a lot of new competition. Okay, so what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to start redesigning our vehicles. So the one we need to redesign first is Natalia. I'm going to actually check, wait, what am I doing here? Modify vehicle Natalia, new generation. And if we switch the ladder for the spine, and if we switch the engine for the Spark Mark III and put in the manual, the project will be completely new. it's just as it is. You know, we're using completely new things here. But the specific rating would be 59 now. And I think that is way higher than what we had before. Yeah, we had 53. So this is a major upgrade to Natalia, and we'll need a completely new car for it. It's going to be a whole new generation, and we're going to... Wow, and it cost 700, wasn't the current Natalia more expensive? No, okay, it costs 1,500. You get lowered prices as if you continue producing some cars and components, the price will go down eventually. So I think originally it was way more expensive. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to design a third generation of Natalia, and then we're going to try to trim it into two distinct models. We're going to have the platinum model and the gold model, and one will be sold as a premium brand, and one will be sold in the countries with not as much GDP. So let me take a picture of it and start the remodeling process. Okay, so I took the picture and we are going to now modify it. Now, I've never done anything like this, so we are going to have to check it together. So it's going to be a new generation. This button will allow to design a new generation of the selected vehicle. We consider a new generation a completely different vehicle design from the selected vehicle. It does, however, share the same name as the previous design and will inherit some of the selected vehicle image. So let's go with new generation, and as I mentioned, we are going to switch components completely. So let's go with F4 spine chassis. We're going to have the straight engine, Spark Mark III, and the manual gearbox. I'm going to design it, and we'll have to design a new body. So what do we have here? Oh, we have the Hapson, but actually that would be... Oh man, that would be a whole new different car. And it's a 4-seater. Natalia was never a 4-seater. It was always a 2-seater. So we're going to go with this one. So I'll start the design, and when I'm finished, I'll be back. Okay, I think we are finished. I'm just not sure about the color. I took the same color that we had at the previous instances of Natalia, but I think this car is way too dark. But the other shades of gray are not very fine. What if we went with something like red or pink? But that does not match the wheels that well. No, let's just keep it dark. It's just gonna be a bit too dark. I'll have to think about changing the color next time we go around. So let's go with finished. I'm gonna save this as 1914 Natalia. And as you can, wow, the specific is 60 now with 1722. That's just awesome. I could design additional trims here, which I will, and we'll have to look at it, but I think 60 might be a bit of an overkill. Let's look at some of the things that we have here, though, you know, this could be very well the premium car that we have. Power and performance are okay. Fuel. If I went with performance would really hit. The handling would be an issue. Utility would also kill it. Reliability would also kill it. Performance would kill it, and market demographic would kill it too. But that would make the car way cheaper, which might be what we will go for. So you know what? Let's make this car. I'm just gonna think if maybe I can pull this back a little. I can. Okay, like this. So we're saving a bit of money on it. This way. Okay, the material needs to stay a bit higher, but yeah, we are saving about $70 on each of the cars, and it's going to be still a strong 60. Now this thing is designed on a 25 through 35 female. Okay. I can maybe turn down the style a bit. And safety is a priority. Dependability is a priority. Cargo focus is a priority. And the project is extremely expensive. But I think we can pay for it. We're going to make this a 1916 car. It's going to cost $1,647. And the project cost will be $680,000. Okay, so I like this. This is the new generation of Natalia. Now, it is a big step forward. We had a car that was slightly different, but the positions of the headlights, the mirrors, and the way the wheels are put on still seem pretty good. Again, the hood is very small. That's what I go for because we're using a very small engine. So this should be fine. So now let's try this. I'm going to call this 1916 Platinum. Oh, I can't. Okay, let's call this 1916P. And I'm going to go with design additional trims. And I'm going to hope that this is going to work because I've never done that before. So 1916P. And okay, we want the new trim of this, and we're gonna call this trim G. Let's design it. Yes, okay, so this is the car. So I'm gonna go for savings here. Let's hope that we can get it. I'm gonna keep safety and the other stuff as high as possible, but I'm going to lower performance down. Fuel is important. The utility we're gonna turn down. Okay. Reliability needs to stay up. We are going to drop this. Manufacturing techniques. So we are down about $100 already. So let's go like this. The design focus. Safety cargo. What about the cargo? Yeah, that takes it down another $20. Okay. Dependability we need. Oh, the interior. What about the technology? Oh wow, we don't need that at all. So that's another $27. The rating has dropped by 5, but the car will be really much cheaper. This 1916P costs $1647, and this one is $1503. So if we can take it down another $100 to say specific of 50, I will be happy. But I think I might have to hurt some of the major ratings like fuel, safety or quality, and that's where it's going to sting. Market demographic, wow. Okay, if we go with market demographic testing down, it's going to take just 1 point away, but it will be at 1383. If we take the performance testing down, the fuel testing down a bit, okay, that's too much. Okay, that's 1361. We're at 50. It's almost $1,400 cheaper, but I'll need something more. Okay, what if I... Okay, that's 1460, and I'm happy with this. So this is going to be the G trim. This is going to be the other variant that we are going to use. I think I'm happy about this. I've never tried this, but I really like it. So this will be the G, the gold one. Okay, so we are now designing 2 models, the P and the G. And as you can see, the G has the same components but costs only $1,360, while the platinum version will cost about $300 more, but has about 10 higher rating. And they actually split the cost. That's interesting. Okay. So that's one car that we have to design, and I'm going to look into the other ones. So what did we have? Okay, I think we can redesign Vlado in this as well. So hold on, modify vehicle. Where is it? Vlado down here. Well, this is hardly going to be the trim when we change the entirety of it. The Samsung, we're gonna keep the locomotive, and the gearbox will be the muscle. 80% of the normal development cost. Samsung 2 locomotive. The muscle. Did we want to wait? Gearbox. Didn't we design a different one? I'm confused. I thought I designed a different. I designed SAR 2, and SAR is used for New York or Victor and Victor, and the manual is going to be used for Natalia's instead of the fuel saver. And okay, we don't have a better muscle. Okay, so we would keep the same thing, but we would put on a different rating. So 19. The overall rating is 41. Type rating is 57. So if we went with this, the muscle locomotive and Samsung 2, the trim would be 1916 as well. How would that affect? The specific would be 60. And right now we have what? The vehicle. Right now we have 57. And this would be an entire new project for 1.6 million. Well, Vado made us a decent buck over there. The power is higher, the dependability is better. I don't think we need to really redesign this car. Let's just check if there are. Wow, wait, no, those are different. Yes, I know. Delete this. Design body, customize. Oh yeah, we do have some new types. We have some new types. I'm not sure if these are. We use the Albion or the Woodway. Wait, I'm confused. Which one did we use? Modify vehicle. There should be a better way how to check this. When new generation, design it. Wait, no, that's the wrong car. Vado. New generation, design it. So this is straight. I think that's Albion, honestly. I think I used the Albion. I'll have to check that out because I might want to redesign it as a Woodway and have a. It looks slightly newer and slightly better. I wish there was a way how to check that. And we still need to redesign all the other cars. Oh my god, this is gonna be a chore. This is gonna be a chore. But now that we know that we are going to get the new cars for Europe, we'll need to design a new factory, and I'd like to build it somewhere where it's not going to get bombed into oblivion. So let's check the map of Europe and see if we can see the manufacturing. Full quality width. This is the per capita. So we could easily have the factory somewhere like here. We'll need to. Okay, Spain is too poor. Madrid is very big. So is Barcelona. But I think selling cars there will be impossible even if they're cheaper. So we'll need to have France covered. Okay, there's some major cities here. We need to have Germany covered. There are some major cities there. Probably all the way. I guess Prague is also an option together with Vienna, and that's where I'm gonna cut the line. So we'll need something like this. So it might be best. Oh wow, Zurich is actually really good, but the average labor wage there is quite expensive. But it's about the central position. Stuttgart. And I might want to manufacture one line here. Oh no, we're gonna import cars from London for Zurich if we open a factory there. So the factory would be, if we want, oh my god, 7 production lines. We could produce 754 cars here. That's insane. That is insane. That would be way too much. Or would it? Well, we do want to have a big factory, so 7 lines with 754. I could produce 18 Natalias for... How big is the one in UK? $240 employees, 5 lines. 5 lines. And it's servicing 7, 8, 9, 10 million people. And here we have 3. Let's say this is 4. Yeah, we don't need such a big factory. That's insane. It would be way too wasteful. So we're probably going to build a factory about half the size in Zurich. So let's go with 7 lines. No, actually, it's going to be way cheaper. If we go with 3 lines, we'll have 300 cars. Oh, this is killing my OCD. Come on. This is so... Why can't you just get 300? Equal 300. Nope, it's 299 or nothing. Okay, 309, that's gonna be it. And we'll finish it on 6th, so that means June 1915. So we still have time. We have a couple more months before we do that. So okay, I think that's all for this episode. We have designed our 2 new brand vehicles. And in the next one, I'm going to redesign Vado. I'll check what the chassis was, and we're going to use the other one or move a step forward. We're going to upgrade Rudolph. It's probably going to be just a... well, I don't know. Can you even trim this with such big changes? Yeah, that's already costing us 70% of the of the thing. So you were using the match, weren't you? At 75%. And if you put in the manual, that's 80%. So I don't think that the trim is a new generation. Would be maybe cheaper, wouldn't it? Match and manual. No, that would be 100% of the normal development cost. Okay, so we might design just a new generation of Rudolph and all of these cars. So we'll redesign New York, Rudolph, and Victoria. We'll just give them new components and let them design themselves, and burn a couple of months, and then start building the factory in Zurich. That's gonna be what we're gonna do in the next episode, because this one was really just an overview of what we can do with the stuff. And someone mentioned in the comments, I think it was Bod Raven, that I should check some more engines. So I might do that the episode after, where we could maybe check out if we can make some good sports engine, and maybe even upgrade or even create some long-term, very expensive designs for our cars. Because we have been using some of these engines for a long time. Like the Match Mark II has been designed in 1909. It's 1914, so a new engine would be in order. The locomotive is actually 1908, and the Flame is 1906, so they would definitely deserve a new engines. I mean, these cars like Victor, because it has the same engine for about 8 years now. So yeah, if we redesign Victor, it's going to be a decade of using the same engine. But hey, on the other hand, actually, I think that the Spark might be better than the Flame. No, it's not. It has more horsepower and everything. But I'm not sure that engine can even be... It could be modified, but I think we're really pushing the limits. The reliability would go up seamlessly. Yeah, we're going to design a new engine entirely. Okay, so thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode, where we are going to play more GearCity and expand into Europe with our new models.